Sean Stewart is a project manager with Wide World Importers. Sean created a dashboard in his Excel 2010 workbook to track labor, rent, and utility expenses for 4 warehouses. His dashboard shows a single value and conditional format indicating how his expenses compare to his budget, but these values do not provide any information about how those measurements have changed over time. Sean decides to add a Sparkline chart to his dashboard to display how his warehouse's costs have varied over time. A Sparkline summarizes data efficiently, providing vital contextual information Sean can use to interpret the data in his dashboard. In this case, Sean sees that the warehouse in Canada has normal rent and utility expenses, but that the labor expenses for the months of October were much higher than the company had planned for. Based on this information, Sean contacted the warehouse supervisor to discover why labor costs were so much higher than the targeted amount. The supervisor informed Sean that the warehouse received a much larger number of orders from retail stores than was anticipated, so the facility hired temporary workers to handle the higher workload. Once the backload was resolved, the warehouse returned to its normal staffing levels. When Sean creates his weekly presentation for his manager, he can create a full-size chart in Excel 2010 to show warehouse expenses in more detail. He takes advantage of the improved charting performance in Excel 2010, which loads and saves the chart much more quickly than in previous versions of Excel, renders the chart's text more cleanly, and offers improved formatting capabilities to bring his information to life. By using the new charting capabilities in Excel 2010, Sean gained valuable contextual information about Wide World Importers' warehouse operations, enabling him to determine the cause of the increased labor cost and communicate that information to his manager.